I think when he got even at 30 all, maybe he sensed a chance to do something, because he was going all out for every point. He didn't pull up on anything.
He hasn't yet that I've seen. McEnroe, he just goes for everything. He has a lot in reserve. I think both players do. Return of serve is outstanding. As you could see, McEnroe forced a half volley. The court is totally open. Lendl takes his time and just places it in. He could have gone either way, by the way. McEnroe crossed the court in order to cover for that cross court. Lendl could have gone down the line. McEnroe wouldn't have been anywhere near it.
Misses the volley that time. And it's love 30. So a little bit of a chance for Ivan Lendl.
A big chance for Lendl. McEnroe serving into the sun again. It is not in his eyes when he tosses the ball up anymore, but it still is a minor factor. Much nicer to have the sun on your back than right in your face. And there's a slight breeze too you can see behind McEnroe, those whatever they are behind him blowing in the wind. Decorative cloth curtains.
Lendl did not really come close to breaking McEnroe in the first set.
54 to 60% off first serves.
It floats long.
As you saw from those stats, though, the interesting thing about it was that neither player is winning as high a percentage of points when they get the first serve in than when they play on the average. And there are obvious reasons for that, because these are the two best players in the world as of right now. It's good.
McEnroe thought it was going to carry long, and it dropped in.
Well, you don't often see him make a mistake like that. McEnroe just making a split-second decision to himself, saying, let me leave this ball. I think it's going to go long. How often you have seen them leave a ball and it'll go 6 inches to a foot out, and you wonder how they know. Well, they're not infallible. McEnroe is going to pay the price, I think, for that decision.
15-40. Double break for Ivan Lendl. Was wide.
Well, who called it wide? I didn't hear a call.
Well, McEnroe is waiting back there.
Why is your advice going to go this far? Why the ball is right here? It's this far out, right under your nose. What do you mean? What are you doing here? You didn't see the ball. What are you doing here, then? Call them down.
First service, please. Let's play, Mr. Lendl, please.
Well, Lendl has asked for somebody to be called down. I assume it's the referee or the Grand Prix supervisor. Let's see what the reaction is. Lendl's sitting down. I tell you, this could be dangerous. He's had a warning, remember. He has had a warning. And he has 2 break points that he is looking at right now. I guess the next thing that can happen is that a point could be taken away from him, which would put him in an incredible position. Let's watch it again here on the replay. It was clearly wide. It was clearly wide. You can't often tell, but I don't know if you agree with that, John, but when you see it that far wide, then... And here they come. Here's the Grand Prix supervisor coming off from the side of the court.
There was no call, and McEnroe returned almost like he was going to serve a second ball.
I think McEnroe clearly knew that that first serve was wide, as you could see on the replay. Lendl wanted a call from the man in the chair. The man who called the line was unsighted.
Unsighted situation here was called for what?
Why does it call for red? That's why he's here to decide. The ball was this far wide. It's not even close. He has another linesman over there which he can ask, which which has clear view of that. I'm not playing under this guy anymore. I'm sorry, he made 4 mistakes, all against me. I would like him changed. Please. No. I'm not watching anything. Here is the mark. The ball is this far wide. It's 15-40. I can't. His serve is tough enough with the second serve. I don't. Why does this guy give me hard time here? He's giving me hard time because he is, you know what I think about it. Let's play tennis, reasonable tennis, where the court is the same for both players, not just for one.
Let's play, please, gentlemen.
Well, now let me see. I don't know how you can sum up what just happened out there. You heard the Grand Prix supervisor come down there, which I think was bowing really to Lendl's request. I knew that he wasn't going to change it. There's not something that he can change from watching from wherever he is watching this match. He's not going to change a call from the man in the chair. It was clear what happened. The lines person was unsided. In the chair, he didn't feel like he had a good look at it. On the replay, it was clear that that ball was wide, and personally, I think he probably should have overruled it. I do not think, though, that he should have bowed to Lendl's request to bring the referee out. As it is, it's back to first serve, 15-40.
Very good. Still double break point for Lendl.
First serve,
McEnroe was simply a spectator through all that, but I know that, as you pointed out, he knew that serve was wide also.
Yeah, I mean, you could see him hesitate, too. He was ready to serve the second serve. You know, once you serve the first serve, you think it's good. You walk to the other side of the court. He didn't do it. Lendl, by the way, asked for the man in the chair to be changed. That request was, thank goodness, not granted.
Still a break point for Ivan Lendl. That time, he made the correct judgment, and we're at deuce.
And I say, thank goodness, John, not to interject an editorial comment on my point, but you don't want to get involved in a situation where the players can have lines people and people in the chair removed. Otherwise, you just never know where you're going to be. All kinds of precedents would be set. It happened last week in Stratton when Connors requested the lines person be removed. And that was granted. And Lendl wanted it to happen later. And it was not.
So a double fault will give Ivan Lendl a third break point in this third game. McEnroe won the first set 7-5. It's 1-1 in the second set. A long game.
Another big point for Lendl.
Back to deuce. I thought it was interesting that he said he's tough enough to have serve against you without not getting the calls, too.
It's a true enough statement. Of course, it's true for both of them. You know, McEnroe feels the same way. Second serve. Oh, my goodness, that man has got so much touch. You know, Lendl, not for a second did he imagine that McEnroe would go for this delicate lob. Watch it here on the replay. Now, he gets into the net in very good position. But McEnroe, no topspin. He just sort of guides that thing over, and you saw it land about 3 feet from the baseline.
He's fought his way back, so it's his advantage now. And finally, McEnroe, who had time to change shirts during a little conversation between the umpire and Ivan Lendl, he finally holds his serve in this third game. He won the first set 7-5, and it is McEnroe 2-1 in the